Hello geometry students. Today we are going to start section 11.6 volumes of pyramids. It's page number 339 to 341 from Big Idea Student Journal Geometry, and today we are going to learn about volume of the pyramid, uh, volume of the pyramid using scale factor and the composite figure. So these are the basic things we are going to learn today. So let's move to the very first thing. So very first thing, even before we start, we're supposed to know what is pyramid. We learned about prism. Now what is pyramid? Pyramid is basically, it's a solid object, like it's a 3D figure where sides are triangles. The side ones, the where you see here, in case you see this is the triangle here, so that's a triangle. They talk about this. Or let me show you other one. So, or they're talking about, let me change the color, or this one they're talking about, that's a triangle. Same way on the back you can see these are all triangle shapes everywhere. So that means these are the sides of triangle which meet at the top, and that's called apex. All right, so these are the apex, and means the sides they meet at apex, the top. Now the base is always a polygon like a prism. In prism they don't meet at apex, but in pyramid they meet at one point here like this. So the base is a polygon. It could be flat. It is a flat shape with straight sides, and the base, this is the base here. This is a base, the thing on which it is standing. That's a base, and it could be the given one, square pyramid, but it could be a triangle, a pentagonal, and so on. Could be any polyhedron, any kind of shape. All right, let's move to the next part. Now we are going to explore how can I figure out the volume of a pyramid. So here in this case we can talk about that the pyramid, we if we see two same shape and same height, like if we have pyramid and a prism, they have the same height and same square base, means height has to be same, means this has to be same, this and this. If whatever it is, if it is 10 unit, both have 10 units height. And then same base, what does it mean by having same base? Same base means the shape is same, area exactly same thing. This thing is exactly same. If the height is same and the base is exactly same, so suppose you get a container kind of thing, both shapes, and you try to fill this prism. So this is actually, if you forgot the name, that is prism, and this is pyramid. If you try to fill this thing, try to fill the prism with this thing, the pyramid, then you see you have to pour one, and still it is filled up to this marking. Then second time you fill it in, then you see it reaches here. Then when you fill it third time, you see then it's completely filled. So what's your observation? How many pyramids you need? How many pyramids you need to fill the whole prism? How many pyramids you need to fill the prism, the whole prism? So 1, 2, 3, think about it. That's the thing will help us to understand the formula of the volume. So let's move to the next page where it talks about volume. If you want to make your own formula, stop the video, try to think about it. Let's move to the next part. Now here volume of a pyramid means we need 3 pyramids are equivalent to 1 prism. And prisms, we already know the formula for prism is base area times height. That's the volume for prism. That's for prism. So we know that 3 pyramids needed to fill a prism. So it means 1/3 of a prism is a, so that's, if I divide by 3 on both sides, then it becomes the volume of the, then it becomes pyramid. So you have to basically do 1/3. So that you have to keep in mind. So if your, this is your prism, this is a right prism here, it's standing straight. When it is tilted, it's called oblique. No matter which one, only the thing you have to be careful, the height I told you is always perpendicular. Here this is height, and in this case this is height. It is supposed to be always perpendicular height. All right. So if you have the height and you know the base area, base could be any shape, and I already discussed with you that the base could be, it could be square, it could be rectangle, it could be triangle, or any polygon. And then you have to, if it is a polygon, then keep in mind you have to use for area apothem times perimeter over 2. So I have already discussed these things in previous section. Please check the video of that in 11.3, 4, 11.3 and 4. So let's move to the next part. We sometimes use the scale factor to find the pyramid. Suppose you are given two pyramids. You have a pyramid A, you have pyramid B. Height of pyramid is given, and height of both pyramids are given, and you have been given the volume of, suppose, of one pyramid. You have to find the volume of other, or maybe vice versa, you need to find this one B, and you have been given the volume of A. Means one of the volumes are given, and then you have been told they are similar solids, and means one of the dimensions are given, because they're similar because their linear measurements, means their heights and all those measurements, they are exactly proportional to each other. They have a scale factor. So if you have been given that, you can always find the volume of other pyramid. If you're finding volume of pyramid B, you are given pyramid A, so that's going to be cubed of scale factor. Scale factor, if B on top, so linear measurement from B will go on top here, HB, height of the volume pyramid B. If A is on bottom, height of the pyramid A will go on bottom. So you use this kind of formula to do that. So I will be using this kind of formula in one of the question in next video. Let's move to last part. Last part here we talk about last part here we talk about our composite solid. Composite solid is a solid that is composed of or made up of, composition is just like a mixture of, so it's made up of two or more solids. So you have to just identify what solid it could be, which one. So it could be prisms, pyramids, cone, cylinder, and sphere. Could be different thing. So here in this case, you see this solid, the on left hand side, this one you don't know what is the name for this solid. You don't know the name for this solid. But when you look at it, you can divide it into two different kind of solids. You see the top one, it is looking like a pyramid, and the bottom one, it is like a prism. So that's a composite. All right. Now here the second one, when I look at it, I see it's a hemisphere, half of the sphere, and the bottom one is a cylinder. So that you have to understand. If you're finding the volume, you just combine the volumes of these individual 3D figures. So I hope you get it. In next video I'm going to do more problems. Till then, stay safe. Thank you so much.